morning, and I'm passing by this farm with these little mini horses. I so want a mini horse. Little mini horse and Faith would be amazing together. Oh, hey little guy. Hi there. Hi. Oh, so cute. Oh, and here's another one coming up. Hello, guys. Ooh, that one's a little fat. You've been eating all the hay, huh? And there's the lonely one over there. Good morning, my friends. Welcome to the Simple Sober Life. I am Joshua Abel. I just got back from my little jog, which felt fantastic. Even though this is just day 2. Now, I started the program over because I did not do any sort of running yesterday. So I started it over. Today is, again, day number 1, but I've started over on other things before. So at least I got through it and I did it. I noticed that I was actually able to jog the entire 1-minute increments, which was cool. I don't know if that means I'm getting better. We'll say it means I'm getting better. So we'll keep that positive outlook. And then tomorrow I will do day number 2. Today, the only thing I really have going on is I have to go to the first day of the alcohol class thing so that I can get my driver's license back. I've got to be there at 5:30. It lasts till 9:30. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour to get to where I'm going. So I'll leave here about 4 o'clock. That way I have plenty of time in between in case something happens or, you know, I'm not going to get lost. I know where I'm going, so I don't have to really worry about that. But, you know, traffic and whatnot at that time, I don't know what it's like. So I will do that. Other than that, I am probably just going to work on some creative stuff. I'm thinking I will probably spend most of my focus today on my book. Again, I'm at the point where it's all new stuff. It's not just typing out what I've already written. So I've got to really sit down and focus on that. So lots of good things going on. I hope you're having a fantastic morning, and I will check in a little bit later. Take care. It's only about 8:15, and I have plenty of time before I have to go to that alcohol thing. So I am going to run over to Forest City and get my hair cut. My parents are actually coming into town this weekend, so I want to get it kind of shaped up before they come in. And today seems like a great day to do it. So I'm gonna go and do that. Take the moped over there. And I'm also, one of the things on my skeleton kind of goal list type thing was to start eating breakfast, and I've yet to start doing that. I've never been really a breakfast person. I always kind of skip breakfast and eat lunch around 1 or 2. But I think in eating breakfast, it'll help boost my metabolism a little bit. But I don't want to take time each morning to fix something, fix eggs or bacon or whatever. So I'm going to prep, what is it called? I don't know, an egg type quiche something thing. But I've done it before years ago, and I'm gonna make it kind of Greek style, so I'll add some feta and some Kalamata olives, some spinach. Maybe I'll throw some sausage or bacon in there for extra protein. And yeah, so there's a Walmart right next to the Great Clips. I'm not a big fan of Walmart. I avoid that place like the plague, but it's cheap and it'll be quick. So that's what I'm into this morning. So cheap and quick. That's why I'm going to go to Great Clips. All right. I will see you in a bit. All right, got my hair cut. Again, I went a little shorter on the sides this time, and then just had them texturize the top of it, which is kind of what I like. I'd like to find a new style, but this will work for now. And I didn't have them put any product in it because I'm just going to throw my helmet right back on. But I'd really like to find a good stylist that I can depend on. I haven't had a stylist that I actually like since I left Florida, and that's been a couple of years ago. Every time I go into Great Clips, I mean, it is what it is. Someone different always cuts it. So I don't have that relationship with the stylist that I used to have and that I really enjoyed. But I'll keep looking around. Every place that I look around this area, I don't know, it seems kind of sketchy. It's like a broken down building or it's someone's house. And I don't know if I feel really comfortable with that. But I'm sure I'll find something sometime. And who knows where I'm gonna end up in the future. So I'm gonna head over to Walmart and grab some stuff for that breakfast. And the name of it is a frittata, a breakfast frittata, not a quiche. You know, and I'll show you how I do it. I don't know if it's the right way, but I enjoy it each time I make it. So, all right, let's run over to Wally World. So I just got home with a couple of groceries. I'm gonna make that frittata. I did, this was a while ago, I got these wireless Bluetooth headphones that kind of look like the Apple version. They're not. They're big and bulky, like they want to fall out of my ear all the time. So I would not go to Family Dollar and get a pair of Bluetooth headphones. They're not worth it. They're junk. If you have the money and want the Bluetooth ones, get the real ones, get the good ones. So if the audio sounds terrible, it's because of this stupid headphone. But I wanted to be kind of hands-free when I was doing this so that I could show you exactly what I'm doing. But let me show you exactly what I got for the frittata. All right, so we got a dozen eggs. Katie actually had about 36 dozen eggs in her refrigerator, so I just grabbed one. I also got some minced garlic, some Kalamata olives, some feta cheese, organic baby spinach, portobello mushrooms, and some sausage that I'm gonna throw in there. Now, I was gonna do some onion, and I thought we had some at the house, but we don't. So I'm gonna skip the onion this time. So I'm going to start out by browning up the sausage, and then we'll saute the spinach and the mushrooms with some garlic, and then we'll just kind of throw everything together with eggs. Good news, Katie found an onion for me. I thought we had some in there, but I guess I just overlooked it. So we'll throw that into the mix as well. And I'm gonna change these headphones back to the wired ones because I had one in one ear and it died like within 3 minutes. And so I have the other ear in, and the stupid things only work one ear at a time. And I tried returning them back to Family Dollar or whatever. I had my receipt and everything, and they wouldn't take them back. They're like, it's electronics, you can't return it. You can only exchange it. So don't buy anything from Family Dollar because they're terrible. Right, that sausage is browning. And Katie has this handy dandy little, what do you call it? Pampered Chef mixing chop or something, and it just kind of spreads out the meat a lot better than what I could do with a spatula. So give that a little twirl. All right, while that sausage is browning, we'll go ahead and chop up the vegetables that we want to use. Now, I know this is a bread knife, or a serrated knife, but Katie's knives have lost their sharpness. And I've even tried sharpening it, but they're just not getting sharp for some reason. But this works perfectly. Doesn't have to be perfect. Coarse chop is fine. However you like to do it. The good thing about these frittatas is you can there's literally no way to screw them up. Unless you do what I do and add too much everything seasoning. Beautiful. And then we'll move on to the mushrooms. So mushrooms. Take a couple of those out. And give them a chop. I've got Faith right here ready for me to drop something. She's our little vacuum. That sausage is ready to come off. Give it one last little spin. It smells really good. And then we'll just scoop that onto a paper plate. There's not much grease in here, so I am just going to use this grease to saute the mushrooms, onions, and spinach. Throw in my mushrooms and onions, let those simmer down. Simmer down now! Try and get the leftover grease topped off with, or to coat some of the mushrooms and onions. Oh, one thing I did forget, and I should have put this in first, was the garlic. Everything's better with garlic. I add a lot of garlic. Good thing I'm not a vampire. So I was carrying these groceries home on my moped, and only one bag would fit into the compartment under my seat. So I had to carry 2 huge bags right there down at my feet, and going around curves and everything. I'm trying to hold on to them with my legs and my feet, while rocking out to an 80s channel on my Apple Music app. Now that was fun. Haven't listened to 80s music in a while. Alright, so I'm gonna let those saute and simmer. And if I use the wrong words, I'm not a chef, so there you go. But while those are simmering, I'm gonna hop back over here and start cracking some eggs. I use the whole egg. You can use the egg, just the egg whites, just the yolks, I guess, if you want. And we're gonna use a full dozen because this will make about a week's worth of breakfast. Ooh, that one was frozen. That's weird. I've never seen that before. Are these all frozen? Okay. That one's definitely frozen. I guess it'll be fine. I don't know. It's going in the oven, so it should be. It's so weird. Literally never seen that before. Plop. Alright, so we got a dozen eggs. We'll add salt and pepper to taste. No everything seasoning. Salt, pepper. I mean, you can add whatever you want. Some hot sauce would probably be kind of nice, but I'm gonna leave it as is for now. And then we'll just whisk that up. There we go. And we'll jump back over here and check on our onions and mushrooms. Those are coming along nicely. When I first started cooking, I used to cook everything on high heat. I've only recently discovered that everything doesn't need to be cooked within 30 seconds. So those are looking nice. I like my onions and mushrooms just a little firm. So while that's going, we'll go ahead and throw in the spinach. Throw in a nice healthy handful. This will all wilt down. And just kind of stir it all in together. And if that's not enough spinach for you, feel free to add more. I think I might add a little bit more. Really get in those greens. All right, that'll be finished in a minute or so. So we'll hop back over to our egg mixture. And we'll throw in our olives, Kalamata olives. You can use any olives you want. I just prefer Kalamata. I'm gonna drain some of this juice, so I'll be back. And we'll just pour some in. There we go. That should be good. Onion, mushroom, spinach mixture is done, so we'll just go ahead and throw that in. We'll throw in our sausage. And finally, we'll throw in our feta. I never measure anything. I just kind of dump and taste. It's usually trial and error whenever I cook. So I'm gonna pour some of this in my hand and just kind of break it up a little more. Whoops, got a little messy there. And there's only a little bit left, so I'll just dump the rest of it in. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. And we'll give it a good stir. Ugh. Feel my man boobs shaking as I stir this. Kind of gross. All right. So we'll just pop this in a 9 by 13. And these little mixing bowls that Katie has are really cool. They've got a little lip on them, so it pours really easily. We'll get everything out, spread it out evenly. And I have the oven preset to 350. We'll pop it in there for about 20 minutes. I'm not used to her oven, and I don't think she is either. So we'll just kind of gauge it after 20 minutes. The point is we don't want it to be jiggly, and then we'll like stick a fork in it. Stick a fork in it, make sure it's done. That works, silly girl. Mm-hmm. And now it's time to clean up. All right, so I checked it at about 20 minutes and it was still a little wobbly. So I added another 5 and it looked pretty good. So I'll just stick a fork in it and it came out clean. So that should be good. I'll let this cool and then I'll cut it up and I'll put it in the fridge. I'm not gonna have any today. Oh shoot. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to grease that pan. So it might be stuck to the bottom and the edges, but all right. It's going in my mouth anyway. And I'll start eating on it tomorrow. It's almost noon, so I don't really need breakfast food right now. Although you can eat breakfast food any time of the day. Nah, I'll do something else for lunch. All right, so there you go. If you want to plan out your breakfast, these make great a great meal for like the whole week or for a family or whatever. And then you just cut them up into individual pieces, and you can pack them for lunch. They heat up pretty nicely, and they taste great. And you can literally throw anything you want into them. So enjoy. All right, I'm about ready to go into this alcohol class. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, what they have to say. And I've got 4 of these to do, and they're each 4 hours long. So after that, I'll be one step closer to getting my driver's license back. Progress, progress, progress.